We actually live in the Oakville area, which is in Canada, and it's freezing. And we ended up having to go to St. Catharines, Niagara area for a job. That's where I'm from. So Steve, what happened on Saturday? Why did we have to leave?
So, that was the snowstorm.
Yeah.
So we look at the weather in the morning, first thing in the morning. We weren't planning to go. Just so you know, we live with her mom and dad while we're there. And bless their hearts, they're the coolest cats I've ever met. Just love me like a son. But there's 4 of us and 2 small dogs living in a very small place. So we have to learn to love each other and do that part of the relationship. So thanks, mom and dad. Really appreciate it. We went there on Saturday because we heard there was a snowstorm / ice storm that was coming. We had just picked up the tub from our supplier down here. So we're literally driving a bathtub and all of the stuff for the job an hour from here to stay in a different city to do it.
Which might not seem like a lot of work to the regular person, but that actually adds like a million
it's
hours.
A crap load of work
it's
for
a
the
crap
regular
load.
person.
And like you have to coordinate everything, make sure the materials are on time, etc. And then also you have to unload the truck and load the truck 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And not to mention it's in the snow and the ice and the pellets and the rain and the freezing cold and everything else. So.
Long story short, we made it there. We did a great day. We actually went out for dinner with mom and dad. It was great. We were able to drop the tub off at the job site. And literally the storm that they said was coming, it came. Yeah. Because the next day, which was what? Sunday. Yeah. We're starting this job. We're trying to do it as fast and efficiently as possible.
Because everybody's freezing rain. From there,
It's freezing rain.
But we also have to take jobs like that because, like, let's call a spade a spade. It's not exactly, cheap to live in this country. And being an entrepreneur, you can't really be picky and choosy about what you want to do with when the money's coming in. So, it adds a lot of stress, and that's kind of why we're talking today, is just about relationship stress and also how everyday life always affects what you're doing. Like if you're stressed out at work, you're stressed out about money, maybe your relationship's not going the exact way that you want to go, but
it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but I do want everyone to know and understand that Steve and I have a great relationship, and I feel like a lot of people do realize that because we get comments from like random strangers about how
that doesn't mean
our marriage looks.
I think Brad Pitt said it best. It doesn't mean that there's not those
other
days,
times. I just realized we're not recording it on the phone, right? Nice. What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
Where's the phone when we're going to record? No, your phone, the audio.
Yeah, that's okay. These are both working.
Okay.
We do audio too.
So basically,
by the way, we have 2 cameras set up.
Two cameras set up. So Monday he worked again at the job, and then he actually ended up hurting his back, which is not a great thing. And today is Saturday, so it's been a full week since obviously the snowstorm of last week, and it's not getting any better. We finished that job / Steve finished that job by himself on Tuesday. We came home Tuesday night, and it's been progressively getting worse. And I'm talking to you about this because it's very hard for me as a business partner and a spouse to watch my beloved husband go through the physical pain that he's been enduring for the past week. A
little bit of a wake-up call.
It's a wake-up call. We're not getting any younger. I mean, this business is hard for anybody, but when you're doing so much physical wear and tear on your system, like it's bound to catch up to you. And like, I know it's about making sure that your body's not inflamed and you're using proper recovery, but some things you just can't account for. So, it's adding to our stress level because without Whitecrest Renovations, which is our home renovation company, we don't really know what we're doing with income. It's not like it's solidified income that we know is coming in every single month, but it is something that we do count on every single month.
And that we do together. So there's all the ins and outs of the paperwork, the coming home, the doing the quotes, the stresses of the jobs, the things that go wrong. Renovations, everything will have something where something goes wrong. It's all about how you pursue getting through that, overcoming that obstacle, especially as general contractors. We got an item downstairs delivered today. It's a piece I have to go back to replace on a cabinet that had nothing to do with us, but it's part of our responsibility to do. Yeah. These things we are learning to do in our relationships, but Kara's had so many people this week reach out to her because relationships are tough, period. Mm-hmm. It's not all roses. It's for us, we have more things to overcome and do together, but Kara had a girlfriend. What day was that? She came.
That was Thursday. After my car got hit on Wednesday.
Oh, let's go back to that. Yeah. So
we were going for a tan because it's friggin' freezing out and we're white as sheep, so we decided we should go and get a tan. And also vitamin
I'll drink
D.
to that.
By the way, this is something that I learned last week. A relative of mine has MS, and apparently one of the major leading causes of MS is actually a lack of vitamin D. There's no vitamin D for at least 5-6 months in this country. So apparently MS is actually very predominant in Canada. That might be a reason why. So just as a side note on that, but when you're lacking vitamin D, everything it seems gloomier in the winter. I don't know what it is. All the stresses rise to the seams, if you will, like Christmas time, family time, drinking, going outside, like everything seems to be like so much more heightened than it normally is. But so we went for a tan. We left the tanning salon and
somebody hit your car, which we've been parking in the garage for months because we're getting rid of
trying to get rid of the leaves.
So it's all buffed up, clean, nice to go, vacuum, smells good.
Yeah, and it was like not snowing, so I just decided to give him a break because of his back. I'm like, let me drive today, let me kind of take the wheel, if you will, and
somebody hit the car.
And somebody hit the car. So
and then Tony Robbins
and like how
says,
do you even
just
keep going. Woo! We love that.
Just keep on trucking.
You know what though? What's the other alternative? So this kind of struck like a chord for both of us, and we started being like, for those of you that don't know us, this will be our third possible attempt of leaving this country and traveling and trying life like online, trying to create value and help other
see
people
the world.
overseas.
We're destroying this planet.
We are destroying the planet, but
see some of it.
This started us like talking again about like why are we struggling to live here? Why are there so many stresses on people's relationship and so many stresses in life? Like why is it
our
so
groceries
hard
are going
to
up $500 a year minimum.
Yeah, but let's elect the liberals. Good job, guys. Good job. I did not vote liberal, just so you guys know. Anyways, moving on. And then, okay, so back to Thursday now when my girlfriend came over, and obviously we don't need to name names or anything, but stresses come in our lives in every different way. And I think a lot of people really do look up to Steve and I when it comes to a relationship. We own a business together. Obviously, we live together. We have a little dog together. Everything that we do is together. We go to the grocery store together. And we want it that way. It's not that we have to have it that way. Steve and I genuinely enjoy it.
And it is work.
People
want everything easy street now. Our society says, if you don't like anything, go get another one.
Yeah.
No, that's not a vow. That's not the whole point of it. The whole point of it is to get through everything together. Yeah,
and to also handle the life stresses together. Because I feel, instead of taking it out on your spouse, and I know sometimes there's people that need to be the stronger one in the relationship at every single time. And I think it actually was maybe Rachel Hollis that said this, but she said, when you're having an argument, think about what you want the outcome to look like. Like, what's the ultimate outcome that you want to have happen? And like, what are you trying to get out of that argument? And that might just be like the trigger to either let something go or totally forgive and forget, if you will.
Sorry to interrupt. On that note, we watched this morning you put on Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
So I was listening to Tony Robbins. We're having coffee, and he said literally, how many of us have said, when you say a story from the past, one day we're gonna look back at this and laugh. How many of you have said that in life?
Yeah.
Then he's like, if that's the case, laugh at it now. Do it right now. Find a way to be happy and get through these things in life. You have another girlfriend this morning. You thought about her this morning.
It's been a tough morning. I'm not gonna lie. Friday was whatever it was. I mean, just really low key, and we started looking around for places to literally up and leave for like 5-6 months. I mean, we had weeks / forever. And then we're like, how the heck do we just close up our place and our life here? But like at the same time, if you don't take big risks, you're not gonna get rewards. And we've tried this twice already, just so you all know. And you might find that inspiring, you might find that crazy, but no offense, we don't really care what
Rachel
people think
Hollis
of us.
said you can get up and just do it again.
Yeah.
Everybody quits and goes, oh, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just get up and do it again. Eventually something's gonna happen.
And so we met this couple a year ago on vacation, actually, and we've been, acquaintances since. We've talked here and there, and I just, for some reason, I woke up this morning with us looking at different ways and areas to travel, and I'm not going to mention where we're thinking, but I thought of this person and I said, oh my gosh, I'm just going to send her a quick message to see how she's doing. Turns out the similar situation that happened on Wednesday with my girlfriend and going through all of her relationship stresses and etc. She was actually going through the exact same situation, and it is a lot. It is a lot. And it's hard. Like, it's hard for anybody to go through that, let alone coach your, you know, your friends through something like that is a lot. But you said it right, Steve. You said, I think a lot of people come to us because of why?
I think because they realize that we're learning to do everything together, the thick and the thin, when you're physically unable to, or when you're financially, you know, hitting a roadblock, or when we packed up everything and sold everything. Like, literally, we didn't have a sofa to sit on because we were going to go do this once. Unfortunately, with a guy who was less than stand up, let's keep it that way. You know what? And then we stopped. We went back to the rigmarole of this. On Monday morning, it takes 3 times as long for anybody to get anywhere because everybody's miserable trying to go to work in the snowstorm in -20. Why are we fighting to be here?
Well, and then you have to worry. I mean, God bless everybody
so
that has kids. Like, I love y'all. I don't know how the heck you do it with kids. I can barely do it with a little dog.
Yeah, no last names.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that does like multiple children. But what our point is that there's always going to be stresses in life, and literally life is like a friggin' roller coaster. And you think of like a lifeline when you're on like life support and it's going up and down. Like, the moment that your life starts going parallel is the moment then you're basically dead. So it's just choosing to rely on those and speak about what you feel is in your heart. And you know what, if you want any relationship advice, we'd be happy to give it to you because we do have a great marriage.
You should tell them about the other one that just happened this week.
Which one?
In that dark area, what podcast did we listen to where the guy said that in the uncertain area of uncertainty for getting the next big thing in your life is also, you have to make that plunge. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we're all afraid that there's so much uncertainty of doing something so high risk.
He's teaching us
but he's
how
saying
to
that that's where
uncertainty.
And that's where a lot of people's successes are. They're in the same black area. You have to jump there to find out, holy crap, if I never did that, this big thing or this event in my life would have never happened.
If you don't change it up, you're never not going to know what's going to happen.
It's not happening
where
here.
you're going to go, what you're going to do with the rest of your life. But like, we have one life. We have seriously one life, and there has to be more to life than what's here currently. I should feel so strongly in my heart about that. And I honestly feel like that's why Steve and I do so well together, because we're able to embrace the uncertainty. That's why we're entrepreneurs. That's why we don't care if we are trying a 3rd time to up our life and try something different, because guess what? If it doesn't work, what happens? You come back.
Just do it again.
You change it, and then you try again.
Yeah,
like, there's been no successful person that has just happened overnight with, and this goes for everything. Finances, relationships.
Some people have completely failed, obliterated 6, 7 times, and then finally made it. Yeah.
So listen, we are just trying to, you know, get our message out there to let everyone know that we feel you, and everything is not always roses, and it's just how you choose to sort of get through the punches. Like, practicing things like gratitude has brought a whole different element to our lives.
We do 5 things every morning. And listen to an audiobook. That's one thing that I think is a part of our success, because Kara and I can get through the points where we're butting heads, or the parts of the business that are coming at us that are hard and difficult to swallow. We can get through that because we also do read a book together in the morning, or listen to something, or play chess and have coffee. Like, utilize something,
your mind, your
and that makes our team stronger. It's the whole thing. Every championship team is a collaboration of making every little piece work. And that's part of the relationship too. Like,
and Rachel Hall said that at the Tony Robbins seminar. She said, if you get nothing else out of today, then you at least need to start practicing gratitude. And I would say that is the one thing currently today that we are doing consistently, which is so important. It actually makes your day go so much better. I don't know what it is. It's something about turning on a light bulb or something in your head to be appreciative of those things.
It doesn't have to be big things. It can be different things. Sometimes it's something that happened.
Like the best tasting cup of coffee. Like having a glass of wine at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Or sometimes you find something you lost in your drawer years ago and it just showed up. It could be any. Be grateful for something.
Like a winning lottery ticket. Like the sun coming out. Like, I don't know, having fresh water.
Palm trees at a beach.
Like sand. Like
sun. Are you serious? Palm trees at a beach for less than $1 million?
Just having your.
Why am I here?
I guess the end of the day, guys, just make every single day count. And you know what? Everyone goes through stuff, and you should talk about it. It's really important to talk about it.
Yeah, it is.
125%.
And if you got stuff that you guys want us to talk about, ask us.
Ask us. So episode 1.
Is that what this is?
I think so.
Yeah.
What should we call our
Numero uno.
Numero uno.
Sister, don't you like my tight pants?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're wishing you a really good day.